Cody here, back with a beginner-friendly bluegrass lesson. I went to school for bluegrass at East Tennessee State University's Bluegrass and Old Time Country Music program. Therefore, I have a few things to share with you. Now, in previous lessons, I've taught two of the most basic runs that you need to learn if you are starting to play bluegrass guitar. That would be the classic G run, the classic C run, and today we are learning the D run. So these runs are musically identical. We're just playing them over a different chord tone, but we use them a lot in bluegrass music, and they really lay the foundation to make our bluegrass, or our guitar playing rather, sound grassy. If you want to follow along, there are tabs to all three of these runs down in the description. So let's go ahead and grab a D chord. By the way, if you are new to bluegrass guitar and you like my style of teaching, I do offer an 85 lesson beginner bluegrass course with on-screen tabs. Always growing. You're going to get a lot of value. Check that out in the description. But let's grab that D chord. Okay, so one element of bluegrass music is that we have to emphasize certain notes to give us that bluegrass feel. Okay, so I recommend starting from your root chord here and trying your best to hit that first note, that open D note, without looking, because you might have a tendency to do this when you're learning, and that's fine, perfectly okay. But as you progress, a big chunk of this is just like feeling your guitar and getting used to it, all right? So we're starting with that open D string, and then really important, we are going on our low E string, sliding from our first fret to the second fret, all right? Just like that, okay? Now, that slide is one of the most important things that happens in bluegrass music. You're traveling over a special, what I call a blue note. And when we make that slide, that's really giving us that classic bluegrass sound, that feel that when we start to build up these licks, we're doing a lot of that, all right? And it's important to like make that connection with your ear and your finger and getting that nice and clean. It's going to be different on every guitar. It's going to be different with every player, so take your time, but get that right. Okay? From there, we're going open on our A string, okay? And then we're pulling off on the second fret of our A string, and then open on our D string. Okay? So all together. Just like that. Now, the other challenging part is going to be getting that pull off nice and clean, making it sound meaty. Okay? Again, that's going to be different for every guitar player, for every guitar, but what you need to train your finger to do and play this repetitively is what I suggest. Now, when you go to make these motions, your finger might not sound or might not be doing what mine's doing. That's fine. The key to this style of music, and any style of music, is repetition. I know that that is probably something you hear all the time, or maybe you've heard in the past. That is key here. And so what I recommend doing, if you're having trouble here, is to learn this like subconsciously. And what I mean by that is oftentimes when I am getting stuck on a new lick or something like that, I will get the motion down, and then I'll go turn on something on the TV, or maybe just watch something on the computer, lay on the couch, something that's super comfortable, and just play that over and over again, even if you're not making a noise. Like, and that's a great way of learning and not really like having to like be practicing guitar, if that makes sense. But that's a great starting point. Another thing that I recommend doing is starting slow, but also what I've been doing in my practices recently is like I'm doing like what I call a cold shower effect. So like at the end of a normal shower, you turn on the cold water, and that's supposed to be beneficial for your health. I'm doing the same thing, but with my speed, okay? So practice is slow, and at the end of your practice session, crank up your metronome if you have one, which I recommend definitely, and just practice it for a little while, couple minutes at a higher speed. And that's just, you know, kind of getting yourself out of your comfort zone. I'm finding it beneficial. So if you would like to keep learning with me, like I said, I offer a full 85 course beginner bluegrass guitar I'm adding lessons to it over time. It's a one-time purchase because I hate subscriptions. So if you would like to join, you'll get on-screen tabs. There's like 45 licks and exercises just like the one I showed you here today. There's fiddle tunes, there's instrumentals, there's chapters on rhythm, singing even. And I'm adding to this over time. So check that out down below. I'm a bluegrass nerd. I love teaching this music. I like playing this music. And to be honest with you, I think that because we're on our devices so frequently these days, that we could all stand a little bit less scrolling and a little more picking. So if you are into that, like and subscribe, share this video, make sure you turn on the notifications so you get all my updates. We do gear reviews, we do lessons. I'm gonna go out into the field, test some cool guitars, play those for you. It should be a lot of fun, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.